All right, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this day's CS2 tournament, Odyssey Cup CS2 Championship. We will be your casters. My name is Panda User. Together with me is Victor Cax. Very exciting days to come for all CS2 enjoyers here, especially if you're in the Southeast Asia right now, the Southeast Asia region. Excited to be here. Aren't
hmm
you, Victor?
Oh yeah, I am definitely excited
Uh,
to be here. It's been a while, to be fair,
yeah.
that I hadn't been able to cast a CS2 tournament, but I'm glad to be back. And yeah, it's going to be a very exciting weekend here. Got lots of teams to look forward to, lots of matches to look forward to over the weekend. So I hope you're ready for this, aren't you?
Oh, heck yeah. Ready as I'll ever be for this. Thank you so
Yeah.
much for that, Victor. But yeah, so yeah, for you guys are tuning in right now. So the Odyssey Cup CS2 Championship. So a little bit more info for you guys. This is a tournament across Southeast Asia and Oceania, and basically the regions compete for a $50,000 prize pool, and the chance to make esports history right
Mm.
here. And you can see that the tournament format is here on the sites. The countries that are involved: Malaysia, the Philippines, Indonesia, Thailand, Vietnam, Singapore, Australia, and New Zealand. So yeah,
Yeah.
basically the country qualifiers for each respecting country. One champion is always chosen, and just for to see the talents that goes through for CS2. Basically, playoffs and grand finals will always be crowning for the king of the region, of course. Ultimate
hmm
test of skills against the best of the best of the region has got for for the being an overall champion of this Odyssey Cup CS2 championship.
Exactly. And given that this is going to be our first leg of the tournament here, we're going to
Hmm.
be having the Indonesians going to be fighting it out for that one slot. In fact, each country only, as you mentioned, only has one slot
Yep.
for this bracket. And in order to get to that stage, though, they have to go through a whole single elimination tournament here, which is exactly what we're going to be playing later on here as we get to the teams. And there we have it. The participating teams, these are all from Indonesia. And there you go. Lots of names out here on the board. A couple of teams that actually don't have their logos on. So we've
Yeah, the one with the
helpfully put
Odyssey
the Odyssey
Cup.
Cup right on them.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's funny that you see the Odyssey Cup right there. Okay,
hmm
those you definitely know who are the teams without the logos right there. But it'd be funny if they made it through, though. They're gonna have to think of for a logo if they do get through.
Hey, like if it were me, I'll just like open up MS
Yeah,
Paint
yeah,
and just like start scribbling something.
yeah, just scribble something, man. Just get it
Yeah,
from
just
get an iconic figure from your country.
yeah. I mean, it's being an iconic, like, yeah, definitely some really fun ones here. I mean, I love like the background
Bro, background.
Biru's
Yeah,
logo,
first
just
thing I
just like
noticed.
that. That's, I mean, that's some sweet dreads. To be fair, no, I'm hoping it's like actually one of the players who actually wears those dreads because that's like, that's some style, man. But also, Tier Naraka, what an amazing face shot right there.
Oh yeah, man. I guess they thought of like a random friend and then just highlighted that. Like,
It's so
um,
fun. It's so fun.
it
I'm
is.
so looking forward to this right now because, again, this is the qualifiers coming into this tournament. So you can see the tournament bracket. It's, as we explained, it's a single elimination. Although, interestingly, there are a few teams that will be getting to walk through from the first round. So, in particular, it's Alter Ego, Deep Cross Gaming, and Bocce the Rock will be starting their tournament from round two onwards.
Yeah, yeah.
But they're going to be having to face off some of the teams from round one.
Yeah, that's basically the gist of it. Like, it's either you go through with it
hmm
with the winners match right there, and then we're just going to, I guess, especially for those who are just rooting for these players, especially locally. I guess we'll find out more on the teams. But yeah,
hmm
I guess we are going to go into the games right now. Yeah, it's going to be Voyage versus Mana Hafnya. Sorry, I
Yeah.
can't.
Yeah.
uh,
Where exactly is that half? Basically, is what it means in Indonesian or Malay. I mean, I'm
I think
Malaysian technically.
it's Indonesian. Okay, we're
Yeah.
starting
All
with the
right.
round.
Yep.
Sorry.
Starting with a round, and we're gonna be doing it in Mirage. To start things off here, we're already in that.
Yeah, yeah.
That's already Ooh,
Oh,
already first blood.
first blood right there.
Mine's trying to hold his ground here, but I don't think he's gonna be able to do much as Fred gets the kill.
First, yeah, you'd think like the first, sorry, the first kills be right there, but looks like yep,
Oh.
the CS2. It's like Voyage takes the first round right there. Man, I
Mhm.
thought that was a bit of a whiff right there from the what do you call this? From Voyage, just one player, but again, yeah, the rest picked up the slack right there. So, oh
Yeah.
wow, they're going
I
for a
mean,
full buy for defense. I guess it's reasonable if they're not really going for no armor. It seems.
I think they're just
So
going very aggressive.
yeah, they're
Like
going very aggressive.
even from that first fight, it already felt like Hamana Hafia was already being a little bit wonky
Yeah, yeah,
on
yeah.
the entry. So the hence, like, I mean, that first kill kind of like snowballed very quickly, and they weren't able to hold the site effectively anyway. So I think their voice is already coming in with a lot of like confidence.
Yeah, but if
As we
they
see,
do mess up this round for defending, especially with these guns, oh, that's going to
yeah,
give a
big
massive
risk,
boost.
but already a good kill, a double actually here for Grenz. He's gonna try to hold his ground here while the other two are still stuck up on the rafters. Gonna try to go a few pot shots through the window. Not gonna work
Not
here.
gonna work, yeah.
King Grenz pretty much picks that up nicely and neatly here for Voyage. So, I mean, you said it was a risky strategy,
It's
but
risky,
seems like it's
yeah.
paid off here.
I'm surprised that they did a full buy, but I guess right now, yeah, for T side for mana right now, they're going to have to forced to buy. I don't think they can risk another save right now. They're going to have to think of their strats right now on how they've
Yeah.
been going through. Okay, regular Molotovs does go out, very standard.
Yeah, I'm just trying to hold side A right now. So this time it's
Good
going to be
defense, like.
Voyage. Yeah, putting in the defense.
Oh,
Oh, nice opening
sweet.
there. CL's already down. So that's one less person to worry about, but they got to watch out for Divine, who's still hold up to the side there. Couldn't quite get the kill through the door, unfortunately. So there's already 2 down for Voyage. Things are falling apart rapidly here, and Manahapia still has a lot of momentum on their side. Bomb is down. Let's see if they can hold the site.
Yep, and this is a very good. Yeah, I thought the hold would be enough for Mana Hafia to be deterred, but I guess they did commit to it. Oh no, the timing of the century with that flash gets
Yeah.
denied as well.
And Granzis gets taken down. Spicy Wolfie
Yeah.
couldn't win the peak battle here. Manahapia picks up a round,
Yeah.
and definitely to a sigh of relief for their end. I mean, it wasn't the best of openings, but at least they stuck the landing.
Yeah, and again, I was surprised that they did not get deterred by the hold right there. I guess they did stick to their guns. I'm very much what do you call this in awe of like Voyage's response time as well. They did manage to get yeah, their rotates out, but unfortunately the T side or for mana right here, they committed to their rush as well, and they didn't lose composure with their push, because other peeps would be like, okay, this is going to stop us, especially with the you know with mollies and main side being like blocked off. Some people
Yeah.
would like say, okay, we're going to have to rotate, but no, they kept their cool, and they kept committed to it as well.
All right, it's going to be a big commit right now for Manahapia as they push into the side. Already 1 down. They managed to get 2, but they lose a couple of their own. Zeter with the double kill right now. Fred is now trying to put it a little flash through the smoke. Not going to catch anyone off guard there,
Yep.
unfortunately. And CL picks up a kill. That's going to be sweet revenge right now on site A. King Grenz, he's still alive. He's still in this game right now, still trying to spot anyone through the smoke. He's going to pop his head out, gets the
Ooh.
kill to Fred. Nice one here from Voyage.
Bomb plant right now. Looks like it's going to be a 1v1 situation. Oh!
Ah, nice.
Looks like the defense is there. Oh, man.
Granz is really proving himself to be a major threat right now on the side of Voyage. If he's alive and he's in the fight, Manahafia is going to have to be a little bit more careful, I feel.
Yeah. It seems that players are looks pretty much like not really an even state of things, but for Mana
Mhm.
Hafnya, like it looked to be like they were trying to get their cool, and then once they get their momentum going, but it looks like
Mhm.
Voyage on their side. It looks like even with like the saves, as soon as they get their guns out, and I think that was a kill down at mid, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken. Yep.
Coffee Clash getting caught out, and
Yeah.
let's put them a little bit on the back foot now with this A take. Are they going to keep with this plan, or are they going to try to rotate? Spicy Wolfie is already
Ooh, denied.
holding B short, and yeah, King Grant's already another kill. This is turning very bad right now for Manahafnia. They're already almost half down.
Yeah, Voyage seems to be on the good side when it comes to CT. I guess they're used to it as well. Ooh, that shot
Ooh,
down in the
damn.
middle, devastating for
That's
them. Ooh,
yeah.
that's a team ace right there, if I'm not mistaken. Very good for Voyage. Like, I guess they're really used to their defense side. It seems like Voyage's um their synergy also. I think they've been calling up way good, and the momentum isn't slowing down for them. It seems for Mana, they're really going to have to pick up the pace as well, and they're going to have to save for sure.
Yeah, oh, there's the slight peek there. Can Fred get a shot with the Deagle? No, he cannot. Zeter kicks him out with the AK instead. CL is still holding the window right now as Zeter is going to try to pop in through the tunnel and see if he can catch anyone else, but the smoke's making it a little bit hard. Not going to be too hard for Zeter. Picks up another kill here. Again, Mana Hafya has lost more than half of their team. And that is it. Voyage very much solidly under momentum now.
Yeah.
Again, I was thinking, during that third round that Mana Hafya had an opportunity to stop the momentum coming from Voyage, but it seemed
Yeah,
like
but
as the rounds go on, didn't quite work out.
yeah, it's not working out. Like, I guess they do have like their stats. They commit to like one side of the map, it seems, but
Mm.
unfortunately, it's either their stats aren't working, or they're getting outgunned from every turn. It seems like maybe committing to a push. Oh, okay, that's the momentum
Oh,
they might have gotten, and Freddy gets up with the first kill right there. What
a
was
bit of team
Cedar?
damage as well, so that's a bit of an unforced area here from Voyage, but then again, they still haven't taken the site yet. It's still held out on the outside. Spicy Wolfie still holding the position. Can he get a kill?
Ooh,
Oh, CL does get the kill. He actually gets two off of the Manahafya.
yeah.
So again, the same problem over and over again. Manahafya tries to get a setup into A, cannot quite make it, and now look at them. There are now two men left.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they're scrambling on where to even rotate right now, but they're committing to A, it seems. But it's not going to. Oh no! You should have checked your
Oh.
corners.
Yeah, the corner's always gonna get you. Memes is gonna try to push
Yeah.
in,
Oh,
try the spray, didn't quite work out. Divine again picking up that last kill here. Voyage now solidly 5 points in the lead.
yeah.
Manahavia, I mean, they have a little bit of cash here. Look like a force buy already here from Fred. And I think like, yeah, they've really got to try to pull something here. I think the A takes are just not working out at all for Manahafia at this point.
Yeah, they keep. Oh yeah, they are okay. Right now, I think they're split pushing. Maybe some in the middle, then going to A. It
Oh
seems
no,
because
no, they're committing to A right now.
yeah,
I mean, it looked like
okay, they're committing to A.
they're just watching out for any pushes. But look at that. Like, I mean, Voyage is already well set up on the map. They're already ready to react to whatever Manahafsia's like positioning choices are.
But unfortunately, they're going to have to. Oh, another.
Okay, nice.
The headshot
Nice. That's an
right
opening
there.
kill here. Can they actually snowball the momentum? They're already pushing hard into the site. Vine's going to hold his own, gets only 1 and 2. Didn't quite get the third as Kovacs picks him out. Coffee Clash is going to try to come in here and hold the site while the bomb gets planted. Finally, Manahafia gets a plant onto A. The smoke is holding out against Spicy Wolfie. CL gets picked out on the side, and I think Manahafia finally finds the momentum they need.
Ooh,
They find the
nice.
final kill there with Memes finally taking down King Grants himself.
Finally, yeah. And the immediate up pick right there.
I mean, that's confidence if I've seen that.
Yeah, yeah. I
But they
mean,
definitely, yeah. But I think they definitely do need that op because right now they can't really hold mid, and I
yeah,
think the op may be able to tip things in their favor here.
yeah. But Voyage still going for two ops of their own. For sure, somebody's going to be picking in the mid. Yep, there we go.
Yeah, there we
And
go.
if it's
Okay.
going to be a shot right there, a bit of a
timing.
that was the wrong name.
What's that?
That was
Oh,
the
okay.
wrong
CL
name.
picks up Fred through the smoke there. That's another mistake coming out from Voyage. Even though they're solidly in the momentum, I'm really worried about these kind of mistakes going on. But
Yeah.
nevertheless, Voyage continues to roll on here. Well, what will Mana Hafnya now try to do? They completely given up on that mid control. Now they're going to try to go up to the apartments, see if they can go for a B take. But again, with Kovacs and Fred still down and Voyage still having the two ops up, any kind of peak battles here is going to be deadly for Mana Hafnya.
Yeah, unfortunately. Oh, but for now, I think they're going to commit to the B side here. But it seems that they're waiting for the smoke to dissipate right now. Maybe it would have been a good chance to go through it. Maybe an unexpected smoke push right there. But then again,
I mean, say unexpected, but King
yeah.
Grant is already expecting them to come through from apartments, so this is not looking
Oh, I think
not
I
too
saw.
looking too solid here. Yeah, I mean, there's lots of setups going around here. Zetair as well as King Grants. They need to
Ooh,
get a first kill. Ooh, they picked up Zictair though. This could be good, but Grants comes with a return kill. Tries to get one through the wall. Didn't quite catch him in time.
nice.
Oh, rather does get it in the second shot there, taking out Mana Hafnya. Well, like I said, Voyage already had all the angles. Just like with their mid control, they're still very good at holding that B site.
Yeah. And again, like we see right here that from especially from Voyage that I think they're really well versed in their defense side. For Mana Hafnya, I think they're just struggling a bit with like going in for T side. I guess when it comes to like switching sides, we'll see if Mana Hafnya can also pick up momentum as CT side. It'll really depend because as unfortunate to say that it's not working out for them. Maybe
Yeah.
even with the their stats trying to be called, they're trying to make a play, but it seems like it's not happening. I guess it's going to be a matter of how well the things are going
Tries
right
to go
now.
for the entry. CL already picks up 2 kills from the get-go. Things are already going for that. The worst is Mana Hafnya is down to Thunderhawk. Tries to hold it on. Does get 1 kill at least. Tries to go for a second, but the flash blinds him out, allowing Spicy Wolfie to pick up the last kill. And yeah, I mean, to your point, Mirage definitely is a more
Yeah, it is a CT.
it's more conducive for the CT
Yeah.
side, right? Like they're able to get into position, move up to B side or A side, and actually spread out quite quickly and effectively. And Mana Hafnya, in the meantime, still, I mean, at least so far, looks like they're very undecided on how to approach because every single A take had failed up until like just recently.
Yeah.
So they're still struggling to try to find their footing, I feel.
Yeah, they are like even with like how well they're pushing onto A side, it seems that some do go through, but unfortunately, when it comes to like retaking like a bomb site, it always goes to Voyage to pick up the pace when it comes to it. And gets taken down by the high ground frame.
Yeah, he
Vine right there.
thought he thought the Molotov would be enough to keep him obstructed, but still found a kill right through there. The peak by King Grants didn't quite draw blood this time. He's still holding that position. He's gonna have to try to again here. Oh, picks up his teammate as he comes around there. Can he hold his own against another? Not quite this time around. Thunderhawk does hit his mark of a headshot.
Yeah, and I think they're going to commit to like B side right here, especially for Mana right now. Okay, shots are going to be traded, misses it as well at the same time. It's not going to be the case. Flash out.
Gotta watch out. Gotta watch out for the push from the back because the terror's already coming in through. So they need to make this take as quickly as possible. Spicy Wolfie is already down, so they just need to find the other guy. Weems now comes around the corner, gets the kill, but watch out now because Voyage still has Divine still coming through from apartments. He spots one, tries to spray, didn't work this time. Thunderhawk picks up the kill and picks up the round for Mana Hafnya.
Yeah, and finally, this might be the momentum they do need, and this is going to be the last round before teams now switch sides. But now I'm genuinely curious to see how Mana Hafnya goes with like their CT side right here. But I think they still need to pick up another win for their side, for the sake of like at least getting more points on the board, or sorry, more rounds on the board.
or at the very least to kind of stem the bleeding right now, because
Yeah,
Voyage, even with the side switch, they will still remain very much ahead in terms of momentum. Now pulling back a little bit here, I think Voyage was attempting to be a bit more aggressive, didn't quite work out though, and the smoke's not making it easy for Zater to be able to spot where Manahafsia's positioning is. But Manahafia is still opening up a second front in the backline. Memes already pick up King Grand, so I think B might be wide open, forcing now Voyage to rotate around to try to patch up that hole. But Manahafia, they didn't quite capitalize on this. Now they're trying to push in through mid. Couldn't quite find a kill yet. Copy Clash versus Zater. Zater loses out that battle. So at least they do get the kills done, but Divine comes true and does get the revenge. Spiky Wolfie as well, holding his own on the side. He's pretty much the last line of defense here on B.
Yeah, basically that's it. It's a 2v3 right now. Oh, Memes does get another pick right there. Looks like the flash is going to go into B, but is it going to be enough right there? I think they can go for the plan. Oh, unfortunately.
Nice.
Okay, it's a 1v1 right now.
1v1, Op versus Op. This could be crucial now. If Manahafia can somehow eat this one in, that should give them a lot of confidence going into the side switch. But CL is very handy at Op. He's already picked off Memes at least once during this half. So let's see if Memes can actually make this Op work for him. CL has his deagle out. Could get caught out. No! Gets the one dig on the Memes instead.
He got the one dig down, man. It wasn't even through the op.
Like I said, it's so much confidence on the side of Voyage now. They pretty much had that last half, and Manahafia is still looking for their half at this point. Yeah. So right now, 6 points behind. It's not an impossible gap to try to overcome, but it's certainly, I mean, they're already on the back foot in that first half.
It's a
How's
huge...
the second half going to go?
Yeah. I guess for Manahafia, if they can at least get their gun plays through right here, and as I say that, they do get the first kill. Good momentum booster right there.
Oh, a bit of struggle here from CL, but he does actually get the assist on the kill. Divine was actually the one who picked it up. Spicy Wolfie, so holding back here. Well, CL, a team kill on the King Grant. No, CL, that's not what you're supposed to do on the take, but oh well, they still have the site. Well, it's Copy Clash is the last one standing here. Bomb will be planted now, but Divine and CL, they're both down really bad. Copy Clash can get a kill. Yes, he does. He gets 2 headshots in one go. Should be able to get the fuse. Oh boy, that was a close one here from Manahafia.
The clutch. I love that spray. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
And that's a crucial clutch. I mean, they lost out the final round of the last half, but at least they're going to be starting off this half strong.
I guess it was an unfortunate blunder right there that the team kill happened, but yeah, it is what it is. It happened. So for Voyage right now, are they going to opt for a save, or I guess they're full buying? Well, some of them are.
Some of them are.
Oh no, they are full buying, because I think.
Oh yeah, pretty much a force buy coming out from Voyage. They don't want to lose the momentum necessarily, as Memes now stuck inside the smoke trying to hold out mid, but Voyage is still getting the kills right through. King Grants with a double now. Copy Clash can only get the trade, but not enough. So now down to 2 versus 2. Manahafia going to have to keep, well, they're going to keep 1 on each side right now. Not too sure which way Voyage is going to go, but it looks like A might be a bit wide open here, as the Terror is going to be looking and poking his way through, trying to see if anyone's going to be defending this side, but just misses Kovacs by the side there. So let's see, where is CL going to try to do? He only has a scout, so not exactly an op, but still will be able to hold some angles at least, but he needs to be very lucky with the shots here if he wants to get the kill.
Yeah, and honestly, like I love that the trades were happening also at the same time, and oh no! There we go. Man, in a tournament as well. Unfortunate.
Oh, just to add more salt to the wound, comes around with the M4 and gets a kill onto Memes.
I was like, oh, he's gonna go for it, dude. He did not shoot. He's gonna go for it.
Again, you know, in any situation, if you catch your opponent sleeping like that and you can get the knife into his back, you just got to do it. It's obligatory.
Yeah. Man, even in a tournament, it happens, bro. The mindset, the mindset does not Let's not stop. Oh,
Okay, at least it
okay.
takes out the king.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
okay, so they're
It's
they're
good.
pissed now. I know now. Now I know that Manahapia is pissed. So let's see if they can actually turn this momentum around here as Zater moves up forward through mid. Not really reading a lot of resistance. Meme's gonna try to hold the back line here in site B, but it's only one guy coming through, trying to maybe fake out a fake. Oh, gets a kill though. Is that gonna
Yeah.
cause Manahapia now to yak? Yes, it would. And unfortunately, yeah, Voyage just wiping the floor clean right now.
Yeah, but even with the meme kill right there, we are not deterred.
Nope, not at all. Bomb will be planted here as Voyage already extending the momentum forward.
I
What
was,
makes
I
a
was,
tear?
I stopped talking for you to like process it. Like, okay, he's going for him in the map,
Oh.
dude. It's impossible for you not to look at that. But I'm like, oh, it's gonna happen. It happened. It's a chance. Another knife kill.
Yeah, he really wants to get his skin featured on stream right now, and it's working. It's working very well.
Very well.
Voyage now in the double digits, literally running away with the lead now. King Grant's trying to poke through. He's going to be very aggressive through here, tries to get a kill, does get the kill on the Thunderhawk. And in the meantime, Voyage still very much holding back right now.
Yeah.
Even though, yeah, they're just waiting for Manahafia to come in and
someone
respond, but already killed, and Fred gets roasted alive as the Terror picks up a hit shot. Kovacs now not going to be able to do much with the MP9. Let's see whether or not Copy Clash will be able to do something with this angle, but a flash catches him just in time, another knife attack! He still fits it!
It's happening.
King
left and
Grants!
right.
King Grants saw what Zater is going, he's like, oh, I want to try that too.
Oh, dude, and it was a left click as well, not even a right click. Oh man, I feel bad for Mana Hafnya. They're also take note that they're also force buying because they need to win. Honestly, I can't blame them for force buying, but at the same time, bro, they're getting knifed, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's desperate times right now for Manahapia because they have so far, even with the side switch, not been able to switch momentum to their side. Memes, Copy Clash still holding out inside. The flash comes out just in the nick of time there, allowing King Grant to pick up the kill. They pick
Yeah.
up another one onto Memes as well. It's falling apart for Manahapia. Thunderhawk, last man standing, 25 rounds. Not going to be enough there. Grants comes around, picks up the kill.
Yeah, and that's it for them. And Voyage is definitely going to take the first uh, map right there. Yeah. Oh my
Yep.
goodness, dude! Like, I would say pretty much a bit one-sided for Voyage right there. Unfortunately, so.
It's quite the understatement to be fair.
Sorry, yeah,
But
like
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't like showing favoritism, but at that moment it was like, oh no, they started bringing out the knives, man, the knives. It's
Yeah.
devastating.
Oh, it's devastating, but it really goes to show like the momentum that Voyage already picked up, from that first half, already built up so much confidence on their side. That's why you can see like Grens as well as Ater just going for the risky kind of kills, and eventually both of them also got knives as well,
Yeah,
knife kills. I should say. So yeah, I think it's just emblematic of like where the confidence level had already been by that point, because Manahafia nowhere to be found even in that first half, and the second half
unfortunate,
didn't
yeah.
fare any better for them.
Yeah, but I guess it is what it is. But what's not devastating? You get that Odyssey OLED G6 60 SF QHD 500 hertz monitor, and you can get yours as well. Best in the class OLED gaming experience, ultra smooth, responsive gameplay, and the lightning fast 500 hertz refresh rate. That's a lot of hertz with 0.3 ms response time, the vibrant OLED QHD display. Get yours today, and as well as for that quick response time, especially in a FPS game. CS2 is out here, and of course, what more to go for that? For the Red Bull Energy Sparkling, now in pomelo and apple
Mm.
muscat grape flavor. You can get yours at your local convenience store, maybe even your mom and pa shop if they're selling a Red Bull. Pass me a good Red Bull right there, a good drink to end of the day. Refreshes and energizes that young individual inside. I feel young inside. But yeah, it feels good to be alive in this day and age, especially for CS2. And I hope
Yeah.
for those of you watching, thank you so much for joining us for that first round. How did you feel after that, Victor?
Well, I mean, it's still going to be a best of three, so we
Yeah.
got at least two more rounds, maybe even one, given the momentum coming from Voyage. But then again, it's just Mirage. It's just one map.
It's just one
So
map.
who knows? Maybe Mana Hafnya will be able to find their half, in this next map here.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
yeah, I mean, to your point about like Red Bull, if I'm stuck out in the middle of nowhere at 3 a.m., knowing that I have to go for another 1 hour drive in the middle of night, there's nothing that's going to keep me more alert than a Red Bull
Than a
can.
Red Bull can, of
Yeah.
course. But yeah, and I guess that is it for us. We are going to go into a short break. Everybody in the stream, stay tuned. We'll be back for more CS2 action right after the break. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are already back. The very short intro. We are still your
Yeah,
casters.
you weren't lying.
Panda user together with Victor Katz. Man, what a first map that was. Pretty much we got to see a back-to-back knife action. I think for 3 rounds. Oh, and the round is starting already.
Started and already people are dropping left, right, and center. Who's still left at this point here? Spicy Wolfie? Oh no, already going for the defuse. He's pretty much already going to wrap up the round by the time we come in. We're in Nuke, by the way, boys.
Nuke.
This is the second map chosen in the veto, and already Voyage off to a great start.
Yeah, I remember the good old days where Nuke didn't have a basement like this, boys.
Well, things have changed,
Things have changed. We have energy drinks in cans now. Wow.
Wait, as opposed to what? What were you drinking energy drinks out of?
Here in the
first?
Philippines, we have energy drinks in like powder packets, dude.
How?
Yes,
Okay.
dude, I swear. Okay, there you go.
All right.
Round is starting.
CL. Yep, starting things off. They're already getting 3 kills in one go here.
dude.
That M4 pickup already doing wonders right now for Voyage. Mana Hafnya down
shot
to the
through.
last man. Thunderhawk
CL.
was still outside the building. It's only going to be coming in. Gets sniped from behind. Oh no, CL now showing off his karambit.
Oh man! Again, yeah. I remember the days where rounds didn't go this quick as well.
Oh, how the times have changed, my friend.
Times have changed, Sonny boy.
Yep,
But,
and there's
oh my
no
goodness.
end in sight, unfortunately, here for Mana Hafnya.
Yeah.
Meme's just gonna send out a meme
There-
throw here. Gonna try to take it out on the outside, but the flash still comes through. Zetair in the perfect position to pick up that kill. That was no problem for him whatsoever. Gets the frag out as well. The Molotov's gonna
holds
hold him back
barred.
slightly, but it's not gonna hold him back from the kills, though. Brent now attempting to try to push around, didn't quite get the flank though. Zetair still in the front,
Oh,
still
Zetair
getting
with
the
the
kills
ace.
done.
Give him the ace, no! Unfortunately, no ace for Ziter. I think he took down 4 people in that one long corner.
I think you're right. Yeah, I think you're right. That's so
Unfortunate, but the
very.
game must go on. We can't give one guy the ace, guys.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, you beat us, but at least you didn't get the ace.
Yeah, you didn't get the you didn't give
Nah.
Ziter the ace.
But jokes aside, though, Mana Hafnya is definitely in dire straits. Pretty much, they have to go resort to the Deeks right now for this buy.
Yeah, they're
Going
forced
on the
buying.
eco. Yeah, just oh, that's well. At least it's still 3 digs. Let's see if they can hold up for a little bit longer. CL is already using the top to hold the door, while Meme is trying to go in through the back door. Divine's going to try to poke his way through. He knows it's going to be a lot more powerful with the M4 in hand. Goes in for the counter push right now, forcing Mana Hafnya to stay around the outside. In fact, there's only one guy still on the outside. Gets turned around. The right side still gets a kill through the flash.
He doesn't want to get knifed. He doesn't want to get knifed.
No knife at all costs. But the Spicy Wolfie, unfortunately, not able to get the knife this time. Doesn't even have a nice knife to show off.
Did you see Thunderhawk flick to the right? Where he's like, I don't want to get knifed. I saw that, dude. That was coming from a trauma standpoint. Dude, dude
no.
immediately flicked to his right. No one's behind me, right? Shwee!
Well,
that's trauma.
Yeah, that's definitely PTSD flashbacks happening in real time here, but that's just how strong Voyage has been so far, and even in Nuke now, they're still continuing to run away with the momentum in the first half. So this time, Mana Hafnya, though, they do get a few, they do get the first kill here with Coffee Clash onto King Grenz. Now, Divine holds an angle on the top, sends out a flash here to try to flush one out, but Kovacs is not taking the bait quite yet. He waits for Fred to get the kill. He does get it done. Now they're going to try to push in, hopefully open up the stairways here. As Fred now goes aggressively into the front, does get the kill on the CL. That's where the up down.
Yeah, now with the 2v4 situation, Mana Hafnya is getting the advantage right here, and how is that happening?
Nice. Coffee Clash with the headshot. Now Spicy Wolfie all alone. The lone wolf in this case gets one, doesn't get the second. Coffee Clash wraps it up, and finally Mana Hafnya gets a round on the board.
Yeah, and they get the kills and the up to boot as well. At least the saves are going to go around for them. Looks like money-wise, as I said mana by mistake, sorry, wrong game. Money-wise is still looking a bit good for Voyage. They don't really need to save. They can still force buy, with all the rounds that they've won at least. And yeah, pretty much standard routes for most of these players, honestly. And Voyage is
still the
going
same.
to chill, actually. Sorry, they don't go full swinging out right now.
Yeah, still holding back somewhat, but then again, they really want to be able to get the first pick off here at the Voyage, knowing how precarious their position is at this point. Now they already got one round to their name. Can they get a second one here? King Grant's just holding steady there with a shotgun. Neither of these guys want to get the first one out is the first one down. Fred gets taken out. Divine now amplified by that. He's going to go ahead with a counter push and does get the kills, both onto Thunderhawks and Kovacs.
Oh man, the shotgun was traded in. He could have kept it. Oh, he got shot in the head. He's going to have to buy armor now. Zitter's gonna feel that. He's gonna have to buy armor because of that shot.
It was like, you got money to burn, like, just burn it right now.
He's the top fragger anyway. He can afford it.
Dang, I wish I could use that logic whenever I'm going out for dinner with my friends.
Yeah, you can get shot by one or two, you can buy armor. You can afford it.
Yeah, well, at the very least, Mana Hafnya can still afford full AKs on this round, but can they still stem the bleeding here?
Yeah.
Tries to go for the outside take, and this time a little bit less chaotic, but I think Mana Hafnya is not being too aggressive with this one right now. They still want to try to get the first pick off, but still not coming through yet. Spicy Wolfie now attempting to try explore around the side. But at the moment, they're just waiting to see where Mana Hafnya is going to pop up from.
Ooh, there.
Kovacs picked up the first one there, actually, onto Ziter, who was holding out on the outside. So there could be a bit of momentum shift here.
Yeah, and okay, there we go. Thunderhawk is definitely going to get more kills right there. Oh, as I say that, it's down to one person for Mana Hafnya right now. I think they did all try to push at the same time, but unfortunately, the coordination just went to Voyage right now. And right now for Mana Hafnya, Memes is definitely doesn't want to get knifed, but unfortunately gets shot instead.
Gets shot from above,
Yeah.
and yeah, I mean,
Oh man, it would have been sick if it was a knife from above, you know?
no, not the aerial assassination
dude.
move
It's
here,
an
man.
Assassin's Creed in this game, bro. What am I kidding?
Oh, well, at the very least, like, economically speaking now, Mana Hafnia is really in the doldrums here. They're gonna force buy this, even bringing out the op and Coffee Clash here to try to stem the tide. But Voyage already in position here. Coffee Clash is going to try to peek around the outside. I don't think he's going to be catching much here. He does spot one. Didn't quite finish that off though. Zitair still alive with 16 health, so he will be able to pull back and will do so. Thunderhawk almost gets the peek there. Didn't quite get it. He's going to spray and use up his old magazine, but no kills, coming through for Mana Hafnia despite all of this effort.
Yeah, Zitair is a bit getting a bit cocky with his pushes. But with good reason that he can afford it. But right, Kovacs gets the edgy right there. Probably
finally
a good
Grins.
confident for A. Oh,
yeah, King Grants, though, even though he was down, his friend is there to pick up the pieces. CL with the double on the op will be able to put a shutdown of that A side take right now. Coffee Clash is still holding that op around the outside. I think they might be thinking about saving this, but I'm not sure to what end though, because they're going to be held up for a very long time here.
yeah.
And the Voyage is still feeling as confident as they did the last few rounds. They might push even further. They take out the op anyway, and that is it.
Yeah, unfortunate. Oh, dude, his meme's going. Yep, he's going. Yeah, he's going. The person
Well,
with
CL's getting his knife time.
Oh, dude, and the fact that the person that gets knifed is the memes. Oh my goodness. They're still doing a full buy. Unfortunately for Thunderhawk, he has to go for the shotgun, the cheaper option, because they are bleeding rounds right now, and they're going to have to force a win, honestly. It's been bad for them, unfortunate, to see this, because... Yeah.
It's not just bleeding, it's practically gushing at this point. Spicy Wolfie up in the top. Doesn't quite get the surprise kill, but there is a trade coming through. Now they're going to try to push into the site here while Spicy Wolfie's blinded. He tries to go for the deep. Didn't quite work out. Fred was able to take him out just in time, but still the damage is done. Mana Hafia, in spite of the opportunity, still lost 3 people in that engagement.
Brother. Honestly, I thought he was going to go for the... Is he walking past the guy? Oh, no, he's not. Okay, it's just a spectator thing. Oh.
Yep. Ooh, quick one there. Almost catches King Grins trying to get his knife out that time. And they're going to be able to quickly transition this into a B take. And they're quite far off the board here. So Voyage now down to 2 people. And they're both already hurt. Divine in particular only has 23 health. CL couldn't quite hold his own there. Gets taken out immediately. But a trade still comes through. Divine gets the kill. Will be able to get the defuse. And keeps Voyage in the lead. 7 points up for them now.
Oh man, I thought a Mana Hafnia would at least get that round, because they did get at least the bomb planted, but unfortunately, it wasn't enough time for them to set up key points as well at the same time. And Voyage is just immediately responding to what Mana Hafnia has to throw as well here in this map. Very unfortunate circumstances for Mana Hafnia, but it is what it is right now.
I mean, again, they've already lost like 7 rounds so far, so it's not going to stem the bleeding. They practically need to get a very tight tourniquet over this right now if they want to have any hope of seeing a map 3. But at least even in this half as well, Voyage is still very clearly ahead, very clearly confident, and they still have good reason to do so.
Yeah, but very much like how things are going right now. Yeah, I think they're gonna need more than a tourniquet, my friend, for this. Oh man, there's probably internal bleeding from the previous map as well.
Oh,
At the
two
same
kills
time.
back to back right now. This is already burying them right here
Yeah.
in Nuke as they try to transition into the B side, but still having no information whatsoever. There's two guys holding the side, but King Grant's just picked off another one. They're onto Coffee Clash, so they're still down very heavily in this round.
Knock
Tries
knock.
to get the kill, only gets a return. Memes is the last one standing, tries to go for the fake plant, trying to draw someone, but CL still comes through with a karambit.
You can't knife, buddy. I'm sorry. Man. you haven't you haven't paid the tax on your Nuke info, so unfortunate. Oh, dude, man, Hafnya is definitely like it's gonna need more than a hospital with these rounds happening, my friend.
It's they're just gonna skip the hospital and go straight to the morgue.
Yeah, just straight to the
I'm
morgue,
afraid.
man. Somebody's gonna need to identify the bodies of these players. Oh, a shot through the smoke. And
Shot through the smoke, and then smoke timed well there to put out the
Oh, dude, the
Molotov. Oh, did they
timing.
just walk past each other?
they walk past each other. Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
no, the
yeah.
kill still came
Somebody
through
else-
anyway there.
somebody
King
else.
Grants, though, still
Oh,
doing some
good, he's
work.
saved.
The Hawk sprays wildly and somehow picks up both CL and King Grants. What were they doing at that point? But Thunderhawk,
The
okay, at
fact
least he
that
does have that.
sprayed left and right means that he doesn't want to get knifed, dude. It's definitely a dog in a corner. Arr!
Oh,
Get
I
away
mean,
from me!
you know that when it gets to that point that they're just buried now, like
Yeah.
mentally speaking. So I don't know. I mean, honestly, I do not see any way. I mean,
The
I've already saw this
the
from
knife
that
from
first
my
half
shoulder.
already, and this second half may not even work out in their favor here.
Yeah.
Oh boy, Mana Hafnya already lost Thunderhawk yet again. Oh, true, the flashbang. King Grants still picks up the kill. Now transitions to the rooftop. Might be able to catch a couple of people around the outside if he's quick enough. Tries to go for some shots. Fred, in the meantime, already inside the building, trying to spot somebody. Zater is hiding behind the door. I think he just heard the footsteps come through. He knows that someone's wandering around, but he already backed out. He's already backed out to the outside. King
Oh,
Grants
nice.
get caught out outside instead, though. So they may have an
Oh, but he gets
opportunity.
shot.
CL does get the return. True to wall bang. Memes tries to go back in. Didn't work out. First half of the second map still goes to Voyage.
Man, very unfortunate circumstances for Mana Hafnya right now. I guess this is going to be the half, and looks like it's going to be Voyage's time to plant the bomb here at Nuke. So yes, things considered, like Voyage is pretty much just going to have to stick to one side, yeah, get their positions in, and hopefully come out through this because 2-3 more rounds, it's pretty much the rounds
Yeah,
to go.
their best bet is to just try to go the distance. But when you're mentally down, it's not going to be the easiest thing to do. They're going to try to rush in quickly here. Oh, King Grant's already over to CL. They picked up the kill, but Grant is going to be looking for one. He does get the double there instead. Mana Hafnya already half down, less than half to go, and down with Red as well. Then the Hawk attempts and does try to hold his own. Bomb will be planted though by Voyage. They definitely already had the advantage. They have the site to themselves, and Thunderhawk nowhere to be found in this side.
He's just going to have to rotate
Oh.
out, but unfortunately it was heard by Vine. The Vine right there, and unfortunately this is going to be a make it or break it moment for them, and Mana Hafnya is definitely going to have to full buy right here if they want to keep their sanities in check.
Yeah, I'd rather keep some pride at least in this what could be the final half for them here.
Yeah.
But with Voyage already being ahead and already having like the psychological advantage at this point, let's be fair, it's not going to be the easy half now for Mana Hafnya. Fred attempts to go for the spray, didn't quite find one there, but Divine does pick up the first kill though. Kovacs is already down, and again, Mana Hafnya left scrambling to try to find a separate entry point. I know it's going to come around the sides. Tear picks up the kill very quickly. Good reactions as well from him as Divine continues to push right through. Still trying to, still getting picked off onto Mana Hafnya. They're down to memes here.
Just pick up the. He just picked up the submachine gun just to add to the wounds, dude. It's not even. They're gone.
I mean, might as well. It's a free gun.
It's a free gun, bro. It's not like he's gonna save it anyway. Oh, dude, if he gets
Yeah, oh
knifed,
no! Oh
he's
no!
gonna
Oh
get knifed.
no!
Oh.
Spotted him! He spotted him! He got it this time! Denied!
Yeah,
There with the knife
Memes
kill.
was ready for it. Memes is the one player that gets knifed every corner he could have, and he finally
Unfortunately,
checked his corners too.
but unfortunately, he's already revealed his position.
Oh.
Blazing, but Memes still hangs on. He gets the triple. Divine does quickly put an end to this here.
Yeah. Oh,
And
my
well,
goodness.
at the very least, he went out with a bang.
Skip it 3 kills. Because the bomb is basically gonna pop, dude. Yeah, I look like I'm about to pop because I'm so red. I'm sorry. I'm so red from all the because Memes is the player that got knifed most rounds, if not this map, the last map.
Well,
But
at least I know.
unfortunate.
Yeah. At least I know now that, like, in a knife round, which team I want to put my bets on here, you know?
Yeah, for Voyage.
For real. But yeah, so that was our
man.
first match of the day. Congratulations to Voyage. That was a very resounding victory from them here. Like, Mana Hafnya, very unfortunate for them. It seems like they were very much outclassed, both in terms of their skills as well as tactics here. Voyage was just very much already caught the confidence from the first half of the first map already and never looked back from that point on.
Yeah, but you can outclass your opponents as well. If you get that Odyssey OLED G6 G6F QHD 500 hertz monitor, shout outs to our sponsors right there, especially for Odyssey for holding this tournament, especially with that sweet monitor that they are showing us right now. Built for your everyday gaming needs. The display rate and the 0.3 response time. Yes, the sweet response time. And speaking of something sweet, you can get something sweet with that Red Bull energy sparkling right there. Now in pomelo and apple and muscat grape flavor.
Yeah, I just wish I had a Red Bull can right now to to have a sip because I could really use some because we still got matches to go here, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you guys stay tuned. Thanks again to our sponsors, Odyssey as well as Red Bull, and we're gonna be back with a little bit more action coming your way. We still have another match to go for this night, so make sure you stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Thank you so much. Oh, all right. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. And this time, it's going to be match number 2. And we're still your casters. Panda user together with me is Victor Cax. And, what a quick turn of events the first
Mm-hmm.
round was. Basically, Voyage running it through and through. And, unfortunately, the memes stuck with me in that round, but it is what it is, as we
Yeah,
see.
I mean, pretty much Voyage is already on a voyage now,
Yeah.
to get through the rest of the brackets. But we bid them adieu. We bid them good luck to see how they're going to proceed on to the rest of the tournament. But we got two other teams that we're going to be talking about coming into this match. That's going to be BCT and Background Biru. They were one of the participating teams coming in here from Indonesia. Which, by the way, I've just found out during the break. This seems to be like the most amount of teams out of the regional the regional qualifiers this time around,
Yeah.
because we already had the Malaysian as well as the Filipino qualifiers last week. And out of the two of them, like I mean, Bayman Esports as well as Wolfgang already confirmed their slots in this one. So now that we're on this weekend here with the Indonesian qualifier, and I believe the Thai qualifier as well, I think they're also happening at the same time. So yeah, we're going to be excited to see which one of these teams are going to be one to make it. But for now, we're still at that first leg of the journey. So here's the tournament bracket. We already see that Voyage and Hafnya, they already had their matches here, and Voyage will be moving on here to go and fight against Pemulung Point, who,
Yeah.
by the way, beat like BCT's own sister team actually to be able to get into the next round of the bracket. So that could be spicy here.
Yeah. And now we see at the lower half of it, it's going to be BCT Squad versus Background Biru, which is right now. It's on stream. Then
Hmm.
Anogamera, I think that's how you pronounce that.
Yeah, that's
Then
correct. That's actually spot on there, man.
uh, Tier Neraka. And then the ones waiting on the second round, I guess it's going to be Bocce the Rock, and then for Deep Cross Gaming. Yeah.
And as well as Alter Ego as well at the very top of the bracket.
Oh
So those
yeah.
are the three teams, yeah, the three teams that already have to walk over from the first round, just exactly because of the amount of entrants we actually had in this tournament here.
Yeah, it seems that at least we're seeing consistence of like two zeros. Well,
Hmm.
basically that's how it is going to be, and we're seeing the tournament format right now.
Yep.
Uh, Basically, the teams will still have to go. Basically through the round of eight, and basically that's going to be like the countries that's going to represent, of course.
Yeah,
But yeah,
and it's gonna.
seeing as how things are going to go, it's going to be BCT versus Background Biru, and yeah, I guess you've seen or we've seen like a bit of info on both sides, and the game is going to be Mirage yet again.
Yep. Yeah. Once more to kick off in our second matchup of the day. So who do we have right now for background Biru? Got Lacrimosa, DS Nagata, KF, KL Op J, or is it Clop J?
Plop.
Well, somebody in the comments, please let me know exactly how to pronounce that. We also got Goobels as well to round up background Biru. BCD squad, we got aggressive. Mardu, who just got picked off there right in mid. So that's going to open
Oh,
up an opening here for background Biru. They're going to rush straight into the side. No F's given at all for them. And the aggressive, even just looking very passive that time around, letting them to go by. Weens' attempt to get a couple of poking shots didn't quite make any impact there. Bomb will be planted as aggressive now moves in under the cover of smoke. Weens is just waiting for him to come out at the right time here to try hopefully pick up some stragglers,
oof.
but does not quite get the kill. One down already. They finally get the trade, but Klopp still sticks around. Gets taken out as well. BCT doing a very good take of the site now, forcing background Biru to literally stay on the background here as the defuse will come true. The kills do come true as well. BCD squad takes this round on a retake of the site.
Yeah. I was actually looking good for Background Bureau all of a sudden when it came to like what do you call this, defending the site where the bomb was planted. All of a sudden fell through, I guess. It was
Mm.
actually a good execution. Also the patience, honestly, even though it was a bit passive, for the player to let them through, I guess it was still a good rotate for them, and then they weren't rushed, and it was information at least to be given, and BCT squad executed it perfectly.
Perfect. Yeah, I think that's
Oh,
pretty much going to be a key weird word for them. Let's see if they can hold that perfection for this next round with background Biru being on the slight back foot here. Oh, there is a pickup there by Klop or KL Op. I'm still
oh.
not sure how to
Dude, he
pronounce
sees
that
him.
yet, but oh,
It's-
Dayamas with the double
oh.
kill already with the MP9, no less. Will already have still keep control over the site, so that's not going to be a take this time from background Bureau. At least not an easy take for them. Now being two people down. So what are they going to try to do? The bomb is being held back to T spawn once more. So background Bureau back to square one and send back to squares -1 here with Lacrimosa getting taken out.
Yeah, man, that flick was like checking the corner there. There's nothing to see, brother.
Nothing to see
Oh,
here,
nothing to
indeed.
see here, unfortunately. I guess they
You know,
do have the information that they are going to A because he was rotating right there.
oh, that guy
Oh,
that's being very
unfortunately.
sneaky,
Oh,
but
no.
yes, oh, still picks up the kill. Be something picks up the final kill here, allowing BCT to continue to extend their lead once more. But now background Bureau does have a bit of cash. It looks like they will be force buying this round here. Panda.
Yeah, and then seeing as how things are going for BCT squad, yeah, they're in a good lead, and looks like they are going to go for the op at least. I think if they can at least keep it, that would be good as well. But seeing as how things are, it's a very quick rotate from them right there. Oh, he wasn't expecting him
Oh.
there, unfortunately.
Yeah, wow, just very quick pickoffs one after
After
another
another,
here of
yeah.
BCT squad. Certainly, they're already looking to try to stamp down onto background Bureau here to prevent them any chance of stemming the tide, as it were. So
Yeah.
Club J is going to be it's going to be the last one standing at this point, or rather slowly inching its way towards side B. But Margot is already waiting for just someone to pick out from that window. Ooh,
Oh,
doesn't get the kill. Club does pick it up instead, and this is left the side completely unguarded. He's going to poke around a bit. He actually was expecting a little bit more resistance, but he finds nothing. He's going to try to go out. He wants to get
Oh.
kills instead of getting the bomb, but unfortunately, Diamas will find him first.
yeah, very unfortunate right there. Yeah, I guess BCT squad is actually like the way they're rotating or the way they're defending the sites very aggressive. Now I would say
Mhm.
they're actually risking like peeking spots where you normally see like the T side would be like T side would normally be rushing out of. But then again, again Mirage is always a bit of the CT side of the map, and it's like the flashes are going a bit of in the tunnel side here. I'm really expecting it to be
Oh.
aggressive.
Oh, I thought he was going to get more than just one kill, but that one kill is all he's going to be able to take with that stolen AK. But it's still Weens coming around here. Let's see if he's going to be able to pick up this second one here. Still stuck behind the wall, backs against the wall. He got to get him down, tries the 180, didn't quite get it. The TAC-9 still gets him first.
Um, Seeing as how things are, okay, it's evened out. It looks like in the 2v2 like this, still, they've defended the sites. No bomb plants just yet. Oh, I think he sees him, but the patience. Oh, nice patience right there by Margot.
Yeah, and the backup coming in from Diamas as well ensures that BCT squad will run away now with a 4-0 lead. Just like we saw with Voyage earlier on, BCT already getting themselves very far ahead of background Biru. So this time around, it's going to be background Biru going to be the ones who have to search for a half.
Yeah, it's looking a bit of another one of those games, but still, background Bureau still has more rounds to come. At least they're going to have to at least find more opportunities to find their momentum here in the game. It's like they are pushing out through mid. They are quite a bit spread out, it seems, but I guess they are just being stopped left and right, it seems.
Yeah, Yeah, they're still very much stalled out in this momentum here. Like, they're still trying to bank on mid right now for this attempt, but they're spending a lot of grenades. They're only down to basically a few more flashes left on their end and not much else. So spent a lot, didn't quite make a lot of gains out of it though. And this time they're going to have to push into A side a little bit blind, I'm afraid. God bless is going to be the one taking point, but there's 2-3 people already in position. Yeah, oh, aggressive, gets the poke. He gets the first shot off with that op. And that's already putting background Biru in a lot of trouble here.
Yeah, going through mid right there, unfortunately, not covering the grounds. Oh, but then again, it is a trade right there, and it's a 3-for-3 right now. Looks like, oh, they got the shots right there.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
3v2.
another one there, Margot. Getting DS Magnata just as the bomb gets planted. So now background Biru is going to have to defend with only 2 people. But can they really hold the position though?
Oh.
No, not quite. Klopp is going to get picked off there. But to be fair, in all fairness, a bit of a trade as well as Lacrimosa before our very eyes pick off one. Couldn't survive the roasting by the Molotov though. So the defuse will still come through for BCT squad. Not even giving a quarter here to background Biru.
Yeah, a bit of an aggressive play. Oh, come on.
Yeah, it's like...
Oh, he's not even taking the op for the teammate that lost it.
Like,
because he's
don't
like...
need it.
Yeah, don't need it. Oh. Oh, yeah, he still is going to buy
He's
an op.
bought it. He was like, yeah, I don't want your op. The skin is not good enough for me.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, well, it's still a 5-0 at the moment.
He was a bit, impatient with it, and he just went for the mid, like there. So it's like, oh, okay, fine.
Okay, so looks like it's going to be a B take, quite likely, at least with the way the background BU is setting it up. They still are sending KF to try to explore mid a bit, tries to draw out a bit of fire, but only a scout shot. I don't think that's going to draw out much attention for BCT squad as they remain more or less in position, but still extending their mid control. And background BU was pretty much backed themselves off into a B take here, I'm afraid.
Yeah, the things are... at least a bit slow right now, but they do have the confirmation that's in A. Oh, headshot!
Oh, yeah.
By aggressive right there. At least he's getting his
Very
kill.
aggressive as Molotov and grenades come out. Unfortunately, the takes are not coming through here. But back on Biru as it get wiped out as soon as they try to set foot onto Site A. BCT squad yet again wiping the floor with a team of background Biru.
Yeah. Very fortunate that we're seeing these type of circumstances right now. Background Biru is actually... they do have the strat going on for them, but unfortunately, it's always coming down to the gunplay and skills right here. Like, very one-sided and unfortunate. Even for me to see something like this. Oh,
ooh, that's a nice one there actually from KF. Aggressive is already down, ceding the mid control. Background B is going to try to establish a foothold, but Margot is holding his own. B something actually picks up the triple with the assist onto KF.
Yeah.
And wow, that already shut them down very quickly though. I thought background B was going to have a chance, but nope, that gets denied.
It came down to the rest of the teammates leading the charge, unfortunately. But yeah, again, like it all comes down to the gunplay and then the skills of like how the squads like trade up. Usually, if you would see it pound per pound, there would be proper trades, but unfortunately, it's not happening as I see it. And as patient as background Biru is right now with their plays, and they're not rushing into things, which is proper. But when it comes down to the gunplay, unfortunately, it's being one-sided as of this moment. Oh,
ooh, nice one there for DS Magnata. I'm hoping I'm just kind of pronouncing that properly there because he certainly deserves a bit of respect on that name there.
Yeah.
Taking out Diamas just like that. So that does put background Biru in a new position now, but again, with only 2 people, it's still going to be a very tricky take anyways, but they are just keeping their options wide open here with holding onto the tunnel to seeing if the BCT is going to react, but not quite. It looks like it's going to be a pretty safe save here from background Biru, and Lord knows they need that in order to keep their economy going here.
Yeah, I guess with this rounds going on, unfortunately, I think They do save, but not.
Yep, yep.
I don't think much is going to be gotten from that. Honestly,
Well, it is something. I mean, at the very
yeah,
least, they save a little bit of money, and they can still bring out another force buy hero. Though KF is going to decide to keep hold over 2.2k in his wallet, instead just opting to go for a Deke instead.
yeah,
Which way is he going to be going, though? They're still spreading out fairly evenly, but BCT squad's already getting themselves into position. Bit of an exploratory option going on here onto site A as Klopp J is going to try to push in. But now some setups, trying to hold them back a little bit with the Molotov. Still no bite yet. No, not even a nibble right now on that lure.
yeah. Looks like background Biru is biding their time even more. They're going to try to go with the split, I guess. But still, there's always that one person who's going to try to lurk. But unfortunately, with the pistol, I mean, if he can get something done with the deagle, of course something can be
Yeah,
done with the deagle. But again, it's still
I mean,
going to be like a risk to try
I
to
mean,
run.
KF,
I think they heard him.
yeah.
Oh, they heard him.
Oh yeah, they hurt him for sure. I mean, KF has nothing to lose right now. I mean,
Yeah,
if anything, if he can get a kill, it's basically like a bonus for him in this round,
it
and he
is.
can
It
also get the
is.
pickup on the gun. But at the moment, Background Bureau is letting the time run out here. 40 seconds still remain, and Aggressive is already seeded from mid, knowing that the Background Bureau is going to have to make a move somewhere. Margot,
Oh
it's
no!
going to be able to catch one. Takes a
Okay.
while to actually get that done. But yeah, he get the triple, not quite. His teammates, though, are just going to be coming in just in the nick of time to wipe this up and to ensure that A side still remains in the hands of CT.
Unfortunately, fortunately, actually for Margot, Background Bureau did not check all of their corners. All it took was one spot, one measly spot that actually saw everybody. But yeah, I guess Margot was opting to go for the guy from Palace, but unfortunately, it wasn't the case. Like, okay, I'm gonna let the guy from Palace walk through first, then all of a sudden, yeah, just start spraying aiming.
Oh, a bit of a rush right now to try to get into A, but then already getting cut down. Margot becoming the kill. The God Bless has kind of put a bit of a wrench in the works, but they do get the trade onto Weens anyway. Margot is still holding his own, trying to stay on top of the staircase. Going with the spray, does get one. Didn't quite get the second one as Lacrimosa shuts that down, but now he's left all alone, and Diamas does pick him up eventually, though. Good attempt, actually. Got a save from Background Bureau, but in spite of that, BCT still is able to keep the defense
Yeah.
going on strong.
Unfortunately, Lacrimosa did stop it by killing one of their teammates, but
Yeah, there's that too. To be fair.
unfortunately, it happened. Oh my goodness! But stemming from these games right now, looks like they're still forcing the buy because they really need the win. Honestly,
Yeah.
switching rounds with this momentum gone is like, oh, come
Oh,
on,
nice.
KF with the scout in the middle. Oh, unfortunate. Well, good trades all around. Still a 4-to-3 ratio. This
Yeah, at
is
least
good momentum for background hero at least.
yeah,
Oh,
but
never
a
mind.
little bit undergunned at the moment, and Klopp just picked up one, and they didn't get the trade this time around. So BCT resets the board here. They lost their opper, so aggressive is not going to be able to hold mid for them. So that's why they're being very, well, pardon the pun, but a bit more aggressive on defense. But still, Lacrimosa is going to try to scoot around from under the tunnels. Gotta watch your back there, my friend. Before you get up into the area, they already spotted him. They already know that what the A-take is coming true from Background Bureau. Be something. Picks up the double. He picks up the triple as well, shutting down Background Bureau with time to spare.
Yeah. But unfortunate rotation right there. Unfortunately, since you all funneled from one position, yeah, that's basically like a make it or break it moment. They didn't have enough smokes to go through from that place, but unfortunately, it happened for them. And seeing as
Yeah.
how it is right now, they're still gonna have to force buy, but seeing as how things are, yeah, I guess okay, they are in a pause right here. I guess they're
Yeah.
trying to talk each other up. with how
I mean,
unfortunate things are going right now. Yeah,
they do have quite a lot of cash in hand, so if anything, this is really them trying to like get some momentum going here because they've really been wiped pretty much in this first half here, allowing BCT squad to have a 10-0 lead. You can see already from the graph just how absolutely disastrous, I have to say, the economy for Background Bureau is. So they really have to make this round count.
goodness. Okay. Yeah, full buy. I guess for Magnata, he's gonna have to at least get something right here. Oh,
Yeah, it's
I
gonna
guess
get,
they're switching up guns right there. Okay,
yeah.
yeah, they're switching up guns.
Switching up guns, it's still, again, it's very crucial forced by round here for Background Bureau because if they can't stem it, they might as well have handed the map over to BCT squad at this point. Lacrimosa is going to try to push in through mid. Smoke is going to keep him nicely covered. He puts out a frag as well as a Molotov to try to ensure to keep the position. KF already getting the first kill onto Margot. Things are looking good right now for Background Bureau. Looks like the plan is starting to fall into place. Another smoke here to try to block out aggressive. He's not going to be able to do anything to stop them from making their way towards B.
Yeah.
Diamas is going to be the one to hold out Alamo.
Oh, nice headshot.
One shot, didn't quite get the second one there, but God bless is now attempting to put in the Molotov, trying to keep aggressive at bay. Aggressive is still going to try to poke out. Oh, he does get the kill on the Lacrimosa just from that slight split second of a shot. Now just looking for another one. He smells the blood in the air. Can he find another kill in order to extend BCT's dominance over this half here? Rest now coming through the door. Smoke keeps him covered nicely. The blind shot's not going to be effective here, unfortunately, on the off. Biru still holding strong here. Aggressive tried to throw everything but the kitchen sink, but looks like he's going to have to call it quits here. Couldn't find a kill he needs here, unfortunately.
Yeah, he's going to have to save it.
Spoke a little too soon, maybe, but I was almost expecting him to get the shish kebab.
Yeah.
Didn't quite. Only a trade off here, and Background Biru finally gets 1 point on the board.
Yeah, and that was a good push, at least for Background Biru, and they needed the openings right there, and very, very good for them. At least they got their one round, and as we see things right now, it's just a full AK on the D side. Surprised actually. I guess they're not going for an op this time. Then again, like if they wanted to save, this would be it. Which is weird, honestly.
Yeah, just straight up cannot afford to bring out the op, especially when they need equipment and be something already. Putting up first blood. Aggressive gets another one here. This time on the DS and Magnata. KF is already pushing its way through, getting on the A. Couldn't quite win out the battle there against Margot, who ends the half here for BCT squad. Still 10 points in the lead here. This is looking like another Voyage situation now, isn't it, Panda?
Yeah, but seeing as how it is right now, it'll only take 2 more rounds for BCT to get through this, and I guess it'll fall onto them how they defend their points right here. I guess I don't know how. Yeah, I really don't know how the Background Bureau is going to come back from this. It's pretty rough, honestly.
A really strong pistol round. Like we saw them do a very good rush actually. Sorry, that was BCT actually got the rush. But nevertheless, Background Bureau like they did manage to break through at least the initial part. I think the hard part for them is that they're kind of outgunned, as you say, in the gunplay department. So they have to be very much looking for those traits here in order to make it work. Oh, aggressive almost gets one there. JF backs out just in the nick of time now. You know that the push is coming through here as they get themselves onto a setup very quickly here. Background Biru not able to do much here on the foreground. He something goes in the back. And get a second kill, not quite. Does do a lot of damage though, and does get the assist anyway as Diamonds walks it up. Bless is still gonna have to hold out here. He sees someone poking through the smoke. He does go for one shot. Didn't quite hold his own. Unfortunately, BCT squad continues to dominate here.
No knife rush.
Knife rush.
No knife rush. The guy was basically just sitting there.
No, these guys aren't Voyage. They aren't trying to go for the memes here. They're trying to go for the absolute win, ladies and gentlemen. So
they're going for the throat initially. Dude, the other guy is like just shooting through the smoke, like he doesn't care anymore. Oh man,
Yeah,
aggressive even got the kill on through the mid right there. Yeah,
yep.
basically he's just looking good for them.
Yeah, mid is just basically his house, isn't it? I mean, having the up in the last round and get a second kill on the KF this time around. Background Biru looking very, very wounded now as BCT squad just makes their way to site site B, virtually unopposed. Bomb will be planted. It's now up to Background Biru to try to take it back, but aggressive is holding the fort. He's holding the entrance into B right now. He knows BCT is trying to make their way through. They do break through. Can they actually bring forward the momentum now? Still 2 versus 4. Still very much outnumbered, outgunned, outmanned, and not able to stem that tide. BCT takes the first map very handily.
Yeah, well, unfortunately for background Biru right there, uh, the momentum kept swinging like over to, uh, you know, to the other side. But unfortunately, like it's just not happening for background Biru. BCT was just steamrolling all throughout the way. Like it's either trade-offs from one place to another, then all of a sudden they get picked off immediately. Like the gunplay basically went to BCT's side. Unfortunate to say, and it was again unfortunate, one-sided. To say the least.
Yeah, and it's such a shame as well. I was hoping to have at least a very close fight to close out the night, so to speak. But
Yeah,
seems like BCT very much are having a lot of momentum now, and clearly after just dominating the whole of background Biru during this first map itself. Let's see
yeah,
whether the next map is going to be able to be some saving grace, hopefully.
yeah,
For the team. No word on the veto, so I'm not sure what map is going to be coming up next. But
yeah,
BCT squad, I think, like again, their sister team didn't quite make it through the first round, so I
yeah.
guess they
It's up
are
to
kind of
them now.
holding the. Yeah, it's kind of up to them now to actually carry that BCT name into round 2.
But yeah, again, shout outs again to our sponsors over to Odyssey, and thank you so much, for especially for this event, for the Odyssey Cup that's happening right now, especially for their monitor that they're showcasing, that OLED G60 SF QHD 500 hertz with that 0.03 response time, and also to our other sponsor, the Red Bull, that Red Bull Energy Sparkling, now in pomelo and apple muscat grape flavor, that as they say. But
Hmm.
for another energizing game. But yeah, don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have another short break. See you guys in a bit.
Tama.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, and we are back from another short break. We are still your casters, Panda User and Victor Cax. And as we see right there for another game, hopefully, hopefully it won't be as one-sided as that one. Although we're without the see, but still, the see is how things go. And looks like a match is already underway and the bomb has already been planted. Looks like BCT's only one by one member. Oh, background Biru! Hey! Woo!
Hey,
Hey!
okay.
There we go.
Off to a great start. I mean, again, like they had a bit more aggression when it came to that first pistol round, even for Mirage. But now that we're on Inferno, getting that first round for them, that's going to be a big boost for them. So hopefully we'll be able to see them actually get some good footing this round.
Yeah, good good start for them. Background Biru finally getting their Moxie in as CT side. Another CT sided map again.
Yeah,
Well,
but
honestly,
back.
yeah, sorry, go ahead.
No, I mean, I was saying, like, background Biru certainly making the most of their T-side round so far, so getting through. Nice corner kill there. Clock is going to be able to find the bomb while he lets his teammate try to get through. But Diamas! Diamas tried to go for the knife, realizing they didn't catch him, but I think that didn't work out well in their favor. They lose out the second round in the row here. Background Biru looking like they might actually have an opportunity here.
They do. Looks like it's not going to be another steamroll. Oh, dude, the knife reaction was actually perfect because, oh, dude, I lost all my bullets. I'm gonna have to go for it, which was a perfect reaction and not a meme reaction, honestly.
No, he definitely did not plan that, but unfortunately ran out of bullets just as he was in a great position actually to try to get some trades, but couldn't find it this time around. Clock's getting very aggressive. Oh, but the Molotov is going to slow him down just that little bit, allowing BCT a bit more time. Breathe hard. Now that the Molotov is cleared, now what is background Biru going to try to do? They have Banana very firmly in their grasp, but can they peel it though?
Yeah, that is the pivotal question right there. Well, unfortunately, looks like they are going to hold the B side for now. They are still going to go for it. Going to enter, and oh no! You did not look at the proper corner, unfortunately.
Yeah. So with that trade done, background Biru now facing a 2v4 situation. Not the best thing here, especially given how they bursted out of this second map here right out the gate. Margot, nice kill there. That's going to open up the banana for sure. And Diamas will be able to... and Diamas is going to mop that up pretty nice and cleanly here. BCT finally gets one here, and it couldn't come a moment too soon.
Man, surprise after another. Guy gets surprise from a box. Guy gets a surprise from the sewers.
Surprises, you know, they lie everywhere. That's why you get surprised every single time.
Yeah, dude. Freaking, who would have thought an entry from the sewers in this map in a professional game as well? It's like he is going to stop it.
No! Dang! Aggressive, living up to his name. Sprays through the smoke, gets the 4. Doesn't quite get the ace, but he did manage to get an assist at least onto Lacrimosa. So I don't know, maybe just as good as an ace there. But man, what a way to tie up the game here,
dude. That's how you funnel it down, man. You don't want to take your meds, huh? We'll funnel it down. But that's very unfortunate.
Very unfortunate for background Biru. Yeah, I mean, it looked like they were actually getting a good bit of momentum, but now that's all but shut down. They're now forced onto the back foot here. 2 Ds, 2 Tech 9s, and a dream right now going on between background Biru's own squad. BCT in the meantime extending their map control. They have the banana this time with Diamas being the one on the front line, just waiting for that smoke to clear, waiting for some information to go by. But looks like just by holding that position, they're denying background Biru a lot of options here.
Yeah, he doesn't need to go through that unless like the full confirmation. Oh, there you go. There's the confirmation he needs. He's not yet rotating. He's actually just holding it. Oh no, the shot
Oh, God
away!
bless! Almost caught him with his mag out.
Yeah.
Didn't quite get the kill done though. Lacrimosa is going to try to get a trade. Does not get it at all. Margot comes in and does swoop in for the kill. Clop J, last man standing there, and only a chicken to keep him company for now. Peeks down the door and aggressive picks him off.
Very unfortunate circumstance right there. Okay, oh, momentum is now swinging over to BCT side, and very unfortunate to see. I thought, but that was a save round. But at least let's see what the background Biru can do right here, since they finally gotten their guns.
Yeah, and an op as well to boot, and it's
It's
going to be
definitely
very
gonna
crucial
snipe
for them. Yeah, it's going to be very crucial for them to keep try to deny the map control here. The BCT squad, but BCT already destroying everything they have down the narrow corridor of Banana, so there's not really much in the background to do. Wait for the build. No, aggressive gets the first kill up instead. Waits for the second one.
Nice
the
shot.
upper almost eats it there. The smoke finally allows them to withdraw to cover here. So BC squad yet again keeping map control so hard here.
Yeah, KF was, initially sniping through for A site, but they switched their gaze on through the B site. I guess wow, full rotate from BCT squad, which is surprising. They could have at least locked down, down the alley right there, but I guess they're cutting it down to like A site, and then they're full rotating to A, which is a nice, nice rotate right there. Still trying to lock it down right now. They aren't going to recommit. Okay, that's confirmation that's A site now finally.
Yeah, it's confirmation pretty much. BCT still has one. Margot still holding back. Unfortunately, he's not going to be there in time to save two of his mates. Background Bureau, though, still getting a little bit cut down in their attempt to push in. KF now coming around the corner here. Doesn't spot anyone yet. B something is going to try to hold his own inside the pit, but how long can he hold out? His teammate Diamond finally comes through. Marco finally comes through, and yes, they will be able to mop it up and stop Background Biru from being able to get the plant.
Yeah, good patience from Margot right there. Though I thought they would be caught out with their nade right there, honestly. But yeah, they had some time to at least recuperate from that position, because usually when you're caught with your nade out, dude, that's a very unfortunate circumstance that can happen.
Yes,
to you.
it's all timing from that point, isn't it? And I
Yeah.
think time is going to be off the essence here for Background Biru, trying to get themselves into mid as quickly as possible, trying to extend their reach out through mid as close as much, and really just ignoring Banana completely now, trying to push in as quickly as it can, but still Margot picks up the double kill. That shuts down the momentum completely as Background Biru's
Dude,
last-ditch
they were-
attempt fails.
They were full running into A, but unfortunately, BCT countered them completely right there. Very unfortunate, but good response time for background Biru. Oh man, I thought they would get the push right there, but unfortunately, BCT did not back down from that push. But kudos on them as well to deny it at the same time.
Yeah, but I think it's like timing just wasn't right. I think in the end, though,
Unfortunate, yeah.
Lacrimosa is gonna get held back a little bit here, trying to go through apartments. It's gonna have to go the long way around, and rather have to wait it out of pits, allowing Weens continue to hold control over the top of mid. God bless is just gonna try to meet him with some return shots, but still no. Still only Lacrimosa is the only one who caught a bullet so far. Be something now, just making sure the apartments is clear right now, trying to stop Background Beer from opening another front here in order to try to get the rush into the site. God bless comes out of the door, doesn't quite get the kill though. Just but aggressive catches him through the smoke. That did not quite work out in their favor. 2 men down already for Background Bureau. BCT squad now looking to try to extend their push, trying to pressure Background Bureau back into their corner in the T-spawn, but they don't even need to do that with Weeds and Margot finishing them off.
Yeah, unfortunate there. I mean, they are like holding spots properly for BCT squad. But unfortunately, as I see like background Biru's perspective, it's just a series of unfortunate timing events. Honestly, like KF was scoped in, all of a sudden he scoped out, he dies. Lacrimosa, he was already looking at the spot specifically, he dies. Like, what is the timings on this? Oh, unfortunately,
That Molly did so much damage on the background Biru. They tried to rush through Banana, but unfortunately, they already had the Mollies in place, so they tanked a lot of damage and lost KF and Klopp J at the same time.
Yeah.
So BCT squad now have full reign here to try to hold the site. They know that background Biru is already wounded. They already know that they are on the back foot here. Not trying to push the issue yet. God bless does get one kill. He gets a second one as well with the assist from Lacrimosa. Weens now having to hold out here a little bit longer, but backs out of it as soon as he sees that he's outnumbered. He's going to be hoping to see that Be Something will be a factor here. It comes up through Banana a little bit slow, but he's going to come in just out of the smoke. Just passes by Magnata. He doesn't quite catch up. God bless though. God bless gets taken out. Bomb is still ticking down. Weens is lower in health compared to DS. Magnata is going to try to go, but it's smoke confused. Didn't work. Magnata pulls him down and allows background Biru to live another
Oh
round.
man, why did they swing? That would have been a nice hold still. You didn't need to swing there. I guess that was a unfortunate call for BCT there. Again, that was already a good hold position. They didn't need to swing out, in my opinion. I think that's one blunder, as I've seen from BCT squad.
And that is actually a good sign here for background Biru. I mean, I guess the winning the rounds early on here has given them a new lease on life. And despite the fact they lost out control over the midpoint of this half, now they're starting to gain it back.
Yeah.
But this time around, have to play a little bit more careful. No, Klopp J picked off by Be Something just around the side there, and aggressive with another pick up on the Lacrimosa. Things are falling apart here just as background Biru was starting to find their footing. They do get one trade, couldn't quite get a second here. KF now backs into a corner and will not survive. Yeah. Weens with the kill.
I guess this time they got their timings proper. But again, like speaking on how things were going for them, all of a sudden it got switched around. Now it's either they're gonna have to save, but Lacrimosa seems like he's buying. I think they're gonna have to buy. Oh no, they saved. Never mind.
Yeah, they're saving. Yeah, they're saving right now. I mean, they're saving up for the last round and a half, no doubt. So this is going to be a bit of a lame duck session if there ever was here inside a game of CS. But yet Magnata does get the first kill though, so that could be a good sign of things to come.
Sign, yeah. Man, that chicken literally popped. It's just suddenly.
No chicken dinner for the winners this time around here. We'll see whether or not background can really hop off this momentum, but they really just let things stall out a bit. Still decided to hold on their side of the map, and BCT squad very far forward. It's just waiting for them to pop out around the corner, it seems.
Right now, it looks like BCT is properly defending sides. Well, no! What the
nice one there. Does open up things a little bit, but unfortunately they get cut down as well here. Nice double here and aggressive with a 1 onto Lacrimosa. Yeah, I'm sure that BCT still reigns, at least in this half. But this final round here, I mean, background Biru did have to save up that round, so we'll see now that they can bring actually a full buy to Bear here. Can they actually ensure that that lead doesn't quite run away here for BCT squad?
And like, it's was a good save, and as you say, like aggressive at the same time, taking out. Oh, he gets taken out.
Okay, they do get a trade. That's a good trade there. So Lacrimosa at least saves this round here for something. Oh, nice one. Be Something getting taken down. Weens as well. Lacrimosa really carrying the team very hard right now, trying at the very least to stem the tide. Marco very wounded. Diamond's very, very wounded here. Don't know if they're going to be able to do much, especially in the 2v4, especially when they're that far down, taking more damage. There is Marco as he attempts to peek through the door, still cannot stop background for you, Biru, from being able to get the plants anyway. Bit of a
Yeah.
spray down going on here. Background viewer now having to defend.
Yeah, and this is the momentum they need. At least the timings are working out for them. And again, looks like BCT doesn't need to be full on aggressive. Like aggressive is
Yeah,
like
they
he.
can't.
Yeah, I mean, aggressive is really good. Not gonna lie. Okay, like
Mhm.
Ramosa gets the kill also right there. Looks like it's down to Margot. Unfortunately, they're the
Oh,
last one standing. They can't clutch it out. It's too late. Did they
yeah,
molly
it's too.
themselves?
Also, yeah.
But
Oh,
again, they don't need to rush it. BCT is in a good place. They can just they could have like uh defended their spots instead of pushing out. Like again, like these are things that you'd see even from my side. Seeing as how things are playing out right now, they don't need to rush it. Like they need to bide their time, be patient with it. They're already in the lead. Why not just chill a bit more? No need to be in a bit of a rush.
Or maybe they really want to get the rush to shut things down quickly here so I can already focus on the next round. But Background B was ensuring that BCT will have
Oh.
to fight it if they want to be able to get through. But very, very, very
Run!
aggressive rush here going on. Be something holding the front line, gets to be the first one taken down. But Background Biru does lose the tree of their mates though in return. So massive, massive trade here, and not for the better for Background Biru. Lacrimosa is going to
Oh
hold.
no!
Oh, unfortunately, opens fire a little too early. Now gets cornered inside the church. Bomb will be planted. KF last man standing. It gets caught out, and BCT back-to-back pistol round wins here actually on this map.
Yeah. Honestly, like I was surprised that they still stayed in B site when it was a full-on Russian A. But then again, I guess they were expecting lurkers to be around. But again, like good on for BCT at least to okay, we can't find the other two. Might as well make it for B side. More on the tactical side of things, which is good. At least they still have their tactics within them, and BCT right now is still in their good spots.
Yeah, see whether or not they'd be able to make a good exploratory round here, given that Background Hero are the ones saving some money in this round. But KF still gets double. He gets a triple as well. Big value here for KF.
Oh
That's gonna
man,
help them out a lot.
that 5-7 bringing in the dollar bills, yo. Oh, never mind. Oh man, looks like it's a 4v2 right now for BCT. Looks like they are. Well, for background beer right now, they are going to get guns at least if they look for it properly. Oh, okay. Looks like pistol still goes down and wins is by themselves.
Didn't even go for the fate plan. He knows that they're already coming around the corner. Switches out for the AK, but K was faster on the trigger finger and allows Background Bureau to yet again take another round off. So BCT squad, I mean, they have the lead in terms of points, but do they even have the momentum right now in this half?
Yeah, seeing as how things are going again, it was good for both teams right there. At least for PCT, they kept their cool. They kept their calm at least. But for background Biru, at least the save actually, fortunately for them worked out. Oh, you see some. But fortunately not.
Seeing whether or not he can pick up some shots there with attack 9. Still continues to spray through the board. Doesn't quite get the wall bangs. He's looking forward though, and God bless will be able to back out of this here. Getting control slightly, but still keeping their lives in their hands here. Aggressive. And be joining up with his mate up in Banana, trying to force the issue here. But look at that. Back on Biru. Yep. Still attempting, be something still attempting to lurk around inside the smoke, but that will be replaced, keeping him under cover. He still needs to find the right moment. Doesn't find it though. God bless will take him out. Another spray from Lacrimosa here. Swaps out. Actually, what did he swap out for? He swapped out for.
Gun through the
does
smoke.
get the kill with the Tech 9 through the smoke.
Oh my goodness, dude.
Probably didn't even need the swap there, to be fair.
Oh,
Nice one there, Margot. Gets the deke. Picks
and
up an
it's
AK.
AK as well.
Yeah, nice. Klopp doesn't quite
trade
get
for
the
trade.
second one there, but does cut them down to size. 2 for 2 now. As they now get onto the
have to
side, they
plant
should be
it.
able to get the bomb planted before Background Bureau comes into position. Now they're going to have to do the retake, only having a MAC-10 and a MP4. Sorry, an M4A1. God bless. We'll get the first one down, though. Now Margot is the last one standing here. I think he wants to try to sneak his way out, or will he try to push in? He tries to force the issue here. No!
And the
Gets
Mac
taken
10
out.
bringing it home. Where's the bomb? There it is.
Wow, I mean, Background Biru is certainly starting to look a lot better here as the second half continues to unfold. They've already narrowed that lead down to 3 points between them and BCT Squad. So now it's actually BCT Squad that is under pressure here, Panda.
Yeah, and to see how things are going right here, BCT is gonna have to. Well, it's their T side right now, so it's either they have to go all in on one side. They really can't afford to push right now. And as I say that, they're pushing it down on it.
I was gonna say that, but that gets cut down quickly. But God bless, getting the first one. Lacrimosa with the double, even a triple as well. Wow,
man,
3 points down to 2.
Yeah, that's gonna be that was a save round for BCT. So I guess they did rush it down so that they could, at least get their money's worth for the next round. But seeing as how things are, again, going back to my point, they really can't risk a split as I see things. Because they're definitely not splitting with how things are going right now.
No, definitely not going to be splitting. Instead, they're going to fall back here, allowing BCT Squad to get control over Banana. Can they push through the side? No, KF shuts them down quickly, though. Background Viewer still has control over the site for now, but already BCT Squad with a good smoke there will be able to pop right through and already trying to get through into the church. Aggressive, picking off Lacrimosa right around the side, opening up the possible front. The bomb will be planted now. Background Bureau now has to do the retake. The good news for them, though, is that Weens and Diamas are very low in health.
Yeah, but again, for BCT, they're gonna have to be really patient. They can't just risk, going out the corners. As I say that. Dude.
Trade for trade, but still, Background View remains standing here. KF will get the defuse just in time, and allowing Background View to be one step away from tying things up. Who would have thunk by the end of map number 1 that Background View is going to come back this hard here?
Yeah, looks like again, when a map is unfortunately CT sided, it is showing to be CT sided. But again, for BCT, maybe going for an A. But then again, like, it's always a B rush that's going to be fortunate for them. But they could wait it out right now. I guess since it is a save. Oh no, it's not a save. Somebody bought an AK. Very unfortunate series of events right there. And I think one of their members are AFK, unfortunately.
Is it?
Probably.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Diamas is not moving at all from T spawn.
Oh yeah, there. Now
okay, he's back. He's back in the game, but they've already allowed quite a bit of time to pass now, and you can see the map control here. Aggressive. Does get the first kill onto Lacrimosa. Can they continue to carry it forward right now?
Yeah.
Still having to fight their way to get through mid and maybe even through Banana, but no openings to be found quite yet. Unfortunately, having Diamas being that late to the party here has put them on a bit of a back foot for now. Oh, nice one through the smoke there from Aggressive. Now he's going to be able to push his way through Banana, which is left undefended. In fact, the rest of Background View are now only pushing out of the side, trying to wrap around, realizing they left a huge hole in the defense, but BCT Squad isn't bringing the bomb there yet. In fact, it's a bit of a feint, actually. This is a huge opportunity right now because Aggressive not only is drawing away some attention, they left the site A completely unguarded.
Yeah, looks like Aggressive, seeing as he was right there, looks like, man, they're gonna have to really make a push for A site right now. They're gonna have to make a decision because it's 20 seconds on the clock.
They've already decided because Klopp comes out to Banana, sees that there's no one here, so they knew they've been faked out. So BCT Squad, they still haven't quite held onto the bomb. They still hold onto the bomb though. 12 seconds still remaining. They're hoping the Background View will be coming in time. Finally, they do get the bomb planted just in the nick of time. Half they got the setup they need here to hold the site though. Still a 3v3. BC squad, they do get one trade for another. Still 2 for 2. Marco is attempting to come around the side while KF holds his own in the middle of the side. Clock comes through, gets a one, tries to find the second one. Where is he? He's hiding right behind the corner there. He gets a double. Diamas does.
Man, that corner really saved it for them as well. And the patience on from their squad basically is like, yeah, timing of the century, you know.
Like Diamas was the one who was like stuck in T for the longest time, wasn't he? But then he ended up being the one actually saving BCT squad from facing off a renewed background Biru just in that last round. That's an incredible story there.
Yeah. Fortunately, we see how things are going for BCT squad. Looks like they aren't going with the full rushes, but they're going with the snipes. Like, be something. Oh no!
Oh no!
Unfortunate. Yeah. Very unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, at the very least, it's a trade-off there, at least for revenge for their mate. KF getting taken out. Ween's gonna get his exit blocked off a little bit, but no harm done. He's still inside the drain pipe. Marco's just waiting for that smoke to clear, and he might be able to pick up a free kill. In fact, he might see the silhouette a bit, or does he? No, he does not quite. Decides to send out Incendiary just in case. Oh, sorry, not that's Incendiary. That's a smoke grenade.
Yep.
Natas holding out here. Marco pops through, does get the kill here. Does open up the door here, but can he keep it open for now? Club J comes through, gets aggressive. He gets Marco as well. He's shutting them down.
Yeah,
picks up up in hand. Comes around True, gets another pick off there. Klopp is trying to save it here. He seems to be doing a bang-up job of doing it. Weeds tries to go for the fake plan, does get the kill as a result. Now just waiting, seeing if background Biru is going to be sending more people. Goes for the second one there. Can't see it, one through the smoke. Doesn't get the other one coming around the side. Background Biru comes back and still remains 1 point from tying it up BCT squad.
Looks like background Biru is finding the momentum they needed, and here it is. It's going to be a 9-10. Now this is looking to be anyone's game at the moment, and for once at least it doesn't look to be one-sided from a game.
Yeah, it's impressive comeback actually. I mean, it must have been really hard to come back mentally after having lost out the first map like this, but come back they have. Background Biru now into the forefront, pushing hard here. Aggressive he does pick up the kill to DS Nagata, but unfortunately doesn't quite win the war here as he's already 2 men down on his own side. Bomb will be planted here by BCT squad, trying to force the issue here from background Biru, hoping it will come out tiny holes. But they still have control here. They're still trying to find a way to keep them corralled, cornered here. Lacrimosa spraying through the smoke, doesn't quite catch anyone yet. Flashbang's going to be sent through. Can he get the timing right? Or is it just to try to psych them out a little bit? Still holding position. The bomb is halfway done here. Treasure still very much on the side of background Biru, trying to make this work now, trying to break the way through. Lacrimosa picks up 1, God Bless picks up 2 instead, and does wipe out BCT squad. Can they get the defuse? I think they will.
Yeah, they're definitely going to get the defuse right there. Like 3 seconds on the clock as well. Very unfortunate. Like there was actually a good time that they were defending the spot, then all of a sudden all it took was like 1 peak as well from both sides. At least it was good peaks from from both teams. Unfortunately, background Biru came out on top in that exact moment.
Yep. And now 10-4-10. Background Biru with an impressive climb back up through the rounds here in the second half. Now forcing BCT squad to try to reconsider their options. BCT is mostly playing the holding game for now. They know that things are teeter-tottering as far as their economy is concerned. They need to be able to get the return kills, but it's not working out for them so far. Diamasa be something already down on health in their attempt to try to make sure they can hold their corner off the map. Background Biru is just biding the time. They're being patient. They're not being aggressive. They're not making any silly mistakes right now. BCT is going to have to fight and fight very hard for this. Marco picks up the first kill. Are they going to be able to push this in? Not quite. Still taking it slow, especially with the amount of smokes being held up here inside of B. God Bless is going to try to hold his way through, or is in full position. No, he gets caught out from behind there. Weeds with the double. Is at least able to put a bit of hurt here onto background blue.
Oh, looks like the bomb is going to be planted Fortunately, oh no!
Oh,
Oh, the
okay.
trades right there, and this at
Okay.
least aggressive isn't like being too impatient, and he's now actually biding his time more properly. Yeah, and looks like the shots by the teammates very much securing positions left and right. Very good to see actually.
Yeah, I mean, this was also actually a very critical round here for BCT squad. So Klopp, I mean, I would think it would be much more valuable for him to try to hunt, but I think it's just holding back here, trying to see if he can catch any stragglers. The only one close enough maybe is Weens. I don't think there'll be enough time for him to peek around the corner here. Or would he though? Would he though?
Oh no!
Tries.
Okay,
Nope,
no,
not
no,
quite.
nothing.
Okay, still does get the save anyway though, so at the very least it's not going to be hurting too much for cash. But I mean, Lacrimosa has got so much bank still, even even coming into the 22nd round. But background Biru, frustratingly enough, has not been able to overcome BCT squad in terms of lead. They still remain 1 point behind here, even after tying it up.
Yeah, and at least they still have their composure right here. Oh, Lagrimo still gets be something right there. And seeing as how B is again still being held up right there, looks like trades are going to happen one way or another. Still, for BCT squad again, they're stuck in another conundrum of like man, is it going to whether to push out the B side or is it going to be pushing out on A side?
Because it seems like every time they try to stall or rather be undecisive, background Bureau is still able to get pickoffs, and that's becoming a big problem now for BCT squad. Even though
Yeah.
they've been able to dominate the first map, second
Oh,
map's
the
not looking well
timing.
for the Marco. Does get a quick one there into Magnata as he tried to pull himself up. Aggressive's gonna go through the smoke, trying to see if he can get there quickly here in order to pick up a free kill. Nice one there for KF with the op. Will be able to defend against both aggressive as well as Weens before finally falling into the hands of Margot, who still remains inside the pit, still trying to regain control. Will get the bomb planted. Lacrimosa though does take out Margot, and that leaves Diamas, the last man standing here. Lacrimosa and God bless, still is going to try to play ring around the rosy here as the Diamas comes around the corner
Oh,
just to miss them by that
yeah.
much.
Since they're pushing in together as well, I don't think it's going to be good for Diamas, honestly, because if they peek out all at the same time. Oh, unfortunate.
Oh!
As I say that, never mind. It just had to be one way or another because I was hoping that background Biru would peek out at the same time, but no, that's not going to be the case. And looks like a BCT squad is going to, at least. Deny the favorings that background Biru. As much as
Yeah.
they're trying to get back into the game, unfortunately, this is going to have to be a full buy, and they can't push out. They have to play it smartly, especially with like SMGs in their side, and for less just like one assault rifle, yeah, they're gonna have to play it very very safely.
Yeah, or I mean, just when they thought they were having the momentum on their side, BCT, or rather, Diamas, out of nowhere again, saves it here for BCT squad.
So
But man, they still need to be able to pick up the match here, though, and this one round could be it for them. But background Bureau are not to be trifled with. They are holding very defensive positions right now. Marco is being forced to poke his neck out here.
oh,
Klopp will pick him off, though, instead. KF still holds position in front, waiting, getting the spray. Only
oh,
the
trades.
one, though.
Good trades still.
trying.
Oh,
Oh, but no,
surprise!
the trade surprise indeed as it gets caught out in the middle here. Background Bureau down to Lacrimosa, aggressive now in a big battle with him, but Lacrimosa comes up on top. Now it's going to be between him and Weens. This could be the clutch, or this could be the loss here. Weens will go ahead, get the bomb planted, put the pressure. That's a smart move here. BCT knows that as long as it can hold out here, they are likely to win. But now it's all in the hand of Weens. Coming around the corner, Lacrimosa is half down in
no,
health. He
oh
says,
no.
disadvantage, come
Oh,
true!
he
Book
looked
it!
at the wrong
Wins!
place, and he was picking up guns as well at the same time. Oh
Oh,
man, the
timing.
timing of the century. Like, yeah, you could have been, man, you could have been contented with sticking with the SMG.
Yeah, to be fair, I mean,
Because but unfortunate, but it happened. Like it was really an unfortunate series of events that just just it just stuck right there, man. It had to happen.
this is one of the things I love about Counter Strike. It's an esport, right? It's that it's these kind of split second moments, right, that really determines everything. So you just peek the wrong side, the wrong corner at the wrong time. You
Yeah,
pick up the gun at the wrong time. You have a grenade out at the wrong time. That's it. Like there's no second chances back from that.
yeah,
And I was really hoping, and it looked really good actually for background Biru at the time. I
yeah,
thought they were going to have that second chance inside the second map, but
yeah.
BCT
But
squad, they
it was
still
cut.
had,
Yeah,
yeah, they still had it. They still got the clutches that they needed, in order to deny them the lead in points. And that would have been crucial here because I think if Background Beer was actually able to get that lead, take it actually away from BCT squad, then that would have been a big statement, and we could have potentially have gone to a map 3.
yeah. It could have been. What could have been, what could have be. But
Yeah.
again, congratulations. At least for both teams, at least they got to test out their metals. But unfortunately, the better team came out on top. It is what it is right there. But I mean, any more to comment on these games so far, Victor?
Yeah, I mean, that's actually like a way more interesting second match here. I mean, again, Voyage, we're sailing off into the distance there,
Yeah, dude.
yeah, pretty much
Uh,
going down, just going for the meme kills, by the end of the second map. But this one here, BCT actually had to fight. They
yeah,
actually had to fight hard against a resurgent background bureau, and that actually made it for a much more interesting match here. And certainly was hanging on, and just I was actually really hoping, the background bureau was going to be able to take the lead back because they had momentum on their side.
yeah.
It was already looking at BCT was struggling on the T side there, and frankly, like if it wasn't for those clutches there, BCT could have easily lost this map here.
Yeah, and at least for BCT again, they kept their cool. They kept it at least more proper for their gameplay, and they didn't let the map go from their hands, and they solidified their leads right there in the
Yeah.
end.
Yeah, so again, if you guys enjoyed that, maybe you might enjoy a brand new monitor here, courtesy of
Yes.
Odyssey. It's Quad HD. It's got 500 hertz, at the top end. I mean, incredible amount of like refresh rates. I mean, technology is amazing these days. And certainly, if you guys want to be able to
That's
see my
amazing.
beard in full 4K, you can go ahead and pick that up. I see a lot of you in the comments really enjoying the beard here, and
Oh
that's really
man,
great.
yeah, I
Like,
think
thank you
somebody
all.
called you a samurai. Yeah, you
Yeah, they
did
did. They
mention
did indeed. But
it.
we're super appreciative for you guys joining us along on this journey here. And
Uh,
hopefully we'll be able to see a lot more of you guys into the future. So again, we're gonna have a little bit look back at the format that's going on for this tournament here, because remember, this is only the Indonesian leg of this qualifiers here. There's
yeah,
still many, many more fights to be had here in this Odyssey Cup. In fact, let's have a look one more time at the 8 different regions that are taking part in this competition: Indonesia, Philippines, Malaysia, Singapore, Thailand, Vietnam, New Zealand,
Zealand,
as well as Australia.
Australia.
So each of them will send one representative and go into this double elimination bracket. And by the end of all of that, we will be crowning the champion for Counter Strike 2 in the Southeast Asia, as well as Oceania region. This is exactly what they're fighting for
Yeah,
here.
the prize
50,000
pool.
USD. Massive, massive prize pool, isn't it, Panda?
That's a huge chunk of change, especially for players. Champions gonna get 20K. First runner ups are gonna get 15K. Second runner up 8K at 8K. Third runner up is going to get 5K, and the grand finals MVP is going to get
Mm-hmm.
2K. A good spread of resources right there. But it is at least a fair amount of a price. Not gonna lie, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good thing to see at least, and shout out especially to our major sponsor, to Odyssey, and also for Red Bull and their drink that they're showing right now that Red Bull Energy Sparkling now in pomelo, apple, and muscat grape flavor. Again, it's just for you youths out there that want to re-energize in their in the in their gaming mood, especially for that the flavors that they're showing. It's right there. And yeah, that's basically it. I've enjoyed these matches thoroughly. I guess
Yeah.
uh we might see I mean day 2 for tomorrow. Hopefully more matches that you know uh, uh will entice more people, to watch, especially for you guys out there in the chat. Spread the word that the Odyssey Cup is happening again. This is day 1. Day 2 is going to be tomorrow, and day 3 is going to be on Sunday. I appreciate for everybody who joined in the stream, and I appreciate everybody down to my fellow co-caster Victor Cax, and down to the pro team. Thank you so much, for having me. It has been an honor casting with you as well, Victor.
Yeah, it's
Anything
been great
else?
fun. Yeah, it was great fun as well, Panda, to be able to join you on this cast. And it's like,
Hmm.
yeah, and it's also great fun, to entertain all you guys this very midnight over here in Malaysia. But it was a pretty good matchup there. Not gonna lie. Congratulations yet again to Voyage as well as BCT squad, the main BCT squad, and
Yeah,
I
the
think
main
you
BCT
guys will
squad.
be, yeah, you guys will be keeping a very close eye on that, at least based on like the people on chat right now. And we thank you all for all of that love. So this has been Odyssey Cup, the Indonesia qualifiers. We'll be back tomorrow with more action here in CS2, and hopefully you guys will be along with us for that journey. But for now, we bid you guys all adieu and see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.
GG's.